In the midst of the neon-lit neon sign, a new era in country music television is about to begin. Streets of Nashville, where the twang of guitars and the clomp of cowboy boots fill the air. The path Blake Shelton, the gravel-voiced singer, has amassed an all-star cast for his latest project. Shelton has assembled this band because he is just as much a part of the limelight in Hollywood as he is in Red Clay, Oklahoma. You won't find this singing competition like this one. A band's aspirations are tested as they embark on a treacherous journey into the merciless world of touring. On October 19, 2025, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, CBS will premiere The Road, a country music show featuring Shotgun and some of the biggest names in the industry. With its blend of raw talent, thrilling travel, and authentic Americana, this show is tipped to revolutionize reality television. Consequently, what does it all boil down to? Shelton has enlisted the help of a slew of legendary country music figures to guide, assess, and promote the careers of aspiring artists. Visualize this. A dust-covered tour bus travels from Fort Worth, Texas to Nashville's famed Ryman Auditorium along sun-baked highways. The route was conceived by Shelton and Taylor Sheridan, the creative minds behind Yellowstone's monumental Western epics and executive producers. This show forgoes the glitz and glamour of reality competitions like American Idol or The Voice, where Shelton was a coach for 23 seasons, in favor of more mundane fare. 12 promising young artists, mostly from the country music scene but also include some Americana influences, will take the stage at 7 intimate venues across Oklahoma, Texas, and Tennessee to open for headliner Keith Urban. In this setting, there are no safeguards. Who advances is decided by the live audiences that are filled with Urban's most loyal fans. How much is the payoff? An incredible $250,000 along with a recording contract might change your life. Shelton, on the other hand, claims that the true triumph lies in building an audience via the intensity of in-person performances. It was with much deliberation that Shelton returned to television after a hiatus from The Voice to concentrate on his family and music. In a recent interview, he admitted it, although his statements were impacted by his usual humor and his Oklahoma accent. To be honest, I wasn't absolutely thrilled to put on yet another singing performance. The collaboration with Sheridan, however, altered the course of events. Exciting chemistry makes up the twosome. Both Sheridan and Shelton have extensive insider knowledge of the music industry, which complements Sheridan's narrative abilities. Spending the night on a bus, performing for audiences that didn't shell out money to see you, and penning songs that might or might not generate income. It's true. Shelton went on to explain it more. With the help of experts who have been there and done that, the route turns its participants into true fighters, setting it apart from similar events. Step right up, country music greats. Shelton has enlisted their star power to amplify his performance. Beginning in early September of the year 2025, the lineup was initially announced. Among the musicians on the roster is Dustin Lynch, whose velvety baritone and #1 singles like Small Town Small give modern country an edge. Karen Fairchild of Little Big Town will be there to offer her honest counsel and beautiful harmonies backed by her band's decades of successful touring. The Osborne brothers, TJ, John, and soulful storyteller Jordan Davis will provide advice on how to write catchy songs, and the dynamic mentoring sessions are sure to be a hit with the brothers' rock-infused country style and sibling rivalry. These roles are more than just cameos. They are integral parts. At each point along the way, the famous people coach the contestants, offering advice, sharing stories from their lives, and helping them through the ups and downs of the trip. Beyond that point, though, the taps keep going. A few days later, on September 4th, CBS announced that 5 more prominent figures will be joining the fray as special advisors to the guests. Alongside a cast that changes during the show, which could include unexpected guests like Kelly Osbourne for an unexpected twist. Early buzz reports that redneck woman legend Gretchen Wilson, whose involvement is now leaning toward family appearances, is taking on the role of tour manager for the performance. Wilson is known for her fiery attitude. With an air of tough love charisma, she screams out directives. Imagine Wilson, with his no-nonsense attitude, helping a shy newcomer overcome her stage nerves or reassuring the soldiers after a nighttime bus breakdown. She makes a light-hearted remark about how opening for Keith Urban isn't for everyone in the teaser. Her gruff voice embodies the defiant spirit of her nation. Where does Keith Urban stand personally? The Australian guitar prodigy is not only the featured performer, but also co-hosts with Shelton, sharing guitar tips and stories from his travels around the world. The fact that Shelton joked in the promotional videos about how Keith is probably the nicest guy in country music shows how well they get along. An artistic masterpiece, The Road recalls Sheridan's dramas in the way it deftly interweaves narrative threads. With high-energy performances and candid anecdotes interspersed, each episode follows the tour's progress. As they sip their coffee in the cafe, contestants reveal their wildest ambitions. All the behind-the-scenes chaos, such wardrobe catastrophes or spontaneous jam sessions, is recorded, and mentors remember their breakthrough moments. Starting with Fort Worth's Tanner Hills Tavern, a throwback to Texas's honky-tonk heritage, the locations play a role in the plot. Next stop on the tour is the Factory in Dallas, followed by Oklahoma Ranch in OKC, Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, known for hosting legends like Baldwin, Minglewood Hall in Memphis for that bluesy crossover, and finally, Marathon Music Works and the Ryman in Nashville, the mother church of country music. This is more than just a contest. It is a heartfelt ode to the path that led to legendary figures like Shelton, who started out as a country bumpkin seeking fame in Nashville. The artistic achievement of this show lies in the fact that it subverts the format. The first stop on the route is the winner's ceremony, which propels them into the tour's last stages. Traditionally, singing contests have ended with the victors being announced. The competitors are not kept apart from each other by sound booths. Each member of the group is enduring rejection head-on while remaining in the same location and sharing meals. Experience on The Voice helped Shelton hone his approach, which places an emphasis on development rather than glitz. He drew on his own early days to describe how we've all been in the same situation, opening for someone and then walking out into an audience that doesn't care who you are. The presence of the guest stars only serves to emphasize this point. Lynch might show an exciting hook that draws in the audience. A vocal warm-up that features Little Big Town's tight harmonies may be directed by Fairchild. Weaknesses are what make music listenable, and Davis could agree with that. Also, the Ospers might try jamming on two guitars at once to get everyone involved. Not even Sheridan is spared. His sense of humor and extremely muscular physique give his casting calls for new talent the same gritty authenticity he was known for in his westerns, as pointed out by Shelton. The production process is also an area where creative brains collaborate. The raw energy of the audience, including their boos and cheers, is immortalized on film. The filming was made livelier by providing fans with complimentary tickets. During the March 2025 pilots, it will be first come, first served. If you stream your program on, you can be sure that people all over the globe will watch it. Fox Networks. The project will be given a cinematic air by Sheridan's touch. Among these are slow-motion stage dives, intimate bus discussions lit up by the dashboard, and wide-angle drone pictures of endless roads. Shelton brings the experience to a more relatable level through his comedic repartee about road food and his own mentorship blunders. The same enthusiasm that was propelling the project ahead was articulated by producer David Glasser when he said that this project had been a genuine labor of love. Fans are discussing potential crossovers as the anticipation for the debut increases. Is a duet with Gwen Stefani in the works? On the other hand, there's Reba McEntire, who might be associated with Sheridan's TV empire. While the show's initial season's emphasis on country music serves to anchor it, Shelton's comparisons of similar genres suggest that it may delve into other styles in the future. Critics lauded pilots as a career peak, and Urban, who helmed it with real enthusiasm, garnered accolades for it. The road's audacious imagination sets it apart from the generic setting of westerns and music festivals. It honors the resilient spirit and weathered core of country music. The real spirit of Shelton's tapping is not showing off one's fame but rather passing the torch. Involving Lynch, Fairchild, Davis, the Ospers, Wilson, and others in his mission, he is constructing a mentoring mosaic that embodies the collaborative spirit of the genre. Along the way, but not at the end, the road invites listeners to share in a musician's life journey. Instead, a musician's life is defined by the wild ride of word of mouth. It is the intersection of highways and dreams where a single talented artist may discover their life's purpose. Shelton claims that the next major event in American history will be shown this fall.